Another big-time road win for the Toronto Raptors. They head into Philly. No Joel Embiid, but the Raptors do not have Pascal Siakam, still no Kem Birch, and still no Yuta Watanabe. But they go into Philly, second night of a back-to-back, and they pull out a gutsy second-half performance, and they win at 115-109 in Philadelphia and improve to 7-6 on the year. They end the 3-game losing streak there. That is done. And after the abysmal showing we saw yesterday, the inactivity on defense, they didn't grab the boards, they were just having a really awful time. They go out there today in Philly and they do a job. Incredible stuff. And in the first half, it looked very similar to the game against the Celtics there last night. But I don't know what changed. In the second half, it started on the defensive end. The intensity picks up. They start getting turnover after turnover. The Raptors' offense gets going. People start making shots. And we're like, okay, the fellas are buzzing now. And then they just finish the game strong. Now, we'll break down the specifics of the third and fourth quarter because there's a lot going on. First off, first quarter, nothing really doing. 30-27 Philly after one quarter. In second quarter, you're -2, 27-25, and you're down 5 at halftime. You're right there, but they're just missing it. They're just missing the little that they need offensively. Because we talked about yesterday how the Raptors, I think in that game against Boston, the most they scored in a quarter was 27, and they didn't really feel great there. And so far in the first 2 quarters of this game, 27 and 25, they're still not finding their offensive mojo. Now, in the third quarter, the defense just picks up. They start playing hard, doubles. The on-ball defense was incredible, except for OG Anunoby being spinning around like crazy there with Seth Curry. That was quite nasty. That's not going to happen very often against OG, but that was pretty filthy. But in that third quarter, they only allowed 21. Their defense was locked down tight, turned the ball over a lot, were the Philadelphia 76ers, and the Raptors scored 29 in the quarter. You're +8 in the third, and you're up 3. Going into the fourth quarter. And pretty remarkable stuff there for the Raptors. Now, all you got to do now is you got to find a way to keep your mojo going and just finish this game strong. It is not going to be easy on the road, only up by 3. And at one point in the fourth, the Raptors get that 10-point lead. They're feeling great. Boucher's giving you the energy off the bench. Svi Mykhailiuk is doing some incredible things, getting into passing lanes, turning guys over. Beautiful passing from him. Just fantastic all around. And you're feeling great. But then about 4 minutes to go, 3 minutes to go in the game, and you're up by, I want to say like 5 or 6. I could be totally wrong with that. But they go on like a 9-0 run, and the Raptors do not score for like a 2-minute stretch, and we're down. And it's not looking good here. They call a timeout. They bring back in Precious Achiuwa, who was at this point 1 for 9 in the game, and we're like, okay. I understand you want the matchup with Drummond because Boucher is going to get bodied like crazy, and playing Scotty on him is kind of a giant mismatch, so I get that. And they put him in the pick and roll with Andre Drummond right out of the gate. And Precious goes up hard for the jam, and he gets denied by Drummond. I mean, it was hand on ball for Drummond. A lot of body contact that they initially call the foul. They go to review it because everyone in the arena is losing their mind. They end up overturning the call, which I'm kind of shocked about a bit because there's a lot of body contact, and you need 100% concrete evidence that it should be overturned. So I'm not really sure that was there, but they call that, and now there's a jump ball. And I'm like, great, so you don't get your free throws, but that might not be a bad thing because Precious kind of stinks at free throws. So, okay. And Precious goes up at the tip against Andre Drummond. And in my opinion, here's a turning point. Precious wins the tip. That's all it is, right? That's all it is. Because OG gets the ball, dribbles, it was OG or Fred. I think it was OG that dribbles down, gets into the paint, kicks it to the corner for Gary Trent Jr., who takes a top shot from the corner, knocks it down from 3, and it gives the Raptors the lead back. So let's back it up a notch. Everyone in the arena is losing their mind, wanting that to be a clean block, getting that jump ball. They got it. It would have been 2 free throw shots for Precious, who probably would have missed 1 of 2, maybe knocked down 2 of 2, maybe. Instead, he wins the tip, and we get a 3-point shot for Gary Trent Jr. So a little bit of Baldo action there. I don't know. Then they come down the floor, and the Raptors get a big-time stop. Next trip down the floor, OG driving, and he finds Fred in the corner before he gets down to the baseline, more or less, right comes down from the three-point line, fires it into the corner. Fred VanVleet fires it up, and it looks like it's about to go in and pop out, but it goes in, up, down, and he's jacked up, goes to the bench, and gives him a whole, I got some big cojones here. And the bench is jacked up. The Raptors got a 2-possession lead now, and we're feeling great. Now, they got the ball here. They called the timeout. This is a big possession here. You get the rebound. They're going to have to foul you. They missed the shot. Big-time defense for the Toronto Raptors there. I believe it was the play where, Scotty Barnes and OG Anunoby, big-time contest there at the rim. Obviously missing the shot. I believe Fred came down with the rebound and gets fouled. Then we get the free throws. They knock them down, and you win it 115-109. So let me take you back to that 9-0 run they had, which was capped off by the denial from Andre Drummond, which got everyone on their feet. Everyone was jacked up. After that play, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. After that play, the Raptors went on an 8-0 run to finish the game. That was it. They had the 9-0 run. They had all the momentum in the world, including that block in the overturned call. But that jump ball, and the tables turned. Crazy stuff. Raptors win that fourth quarter, 34-31. Insane finish in Philly. Now, let's get to the players. Scotty Barnes, I really want this guy to shoot more because he's so damn good. His mid-range game is incredible. 13 points, 9 boards, and 4 assists for Scotty Barnes today. 6 of 13 from the field. 1 steal, 2 blocks for Scotty, so he was great there. Gary Trent Jr. I mean, there's some games where he'll be ice cold shooting, but he'll continue to shoot. And we saw it in, it wasn't the last game, I don't think, where he was terrible in the first half, but just keep shooting. In the second half, he got red hot. He's a guy that can do that. 20 points, 5 boards, 4 dimes, 7 of 16 shooting, 4 of 9 from 3. 2 steals in the game for Gary Trent Jr. And the active defense, obviously the 2 steals in the game. He's been phenomenal there. He's really coming into his own as a player for the Toronto Raptors. And OG Anunoby, guys, 20 points, 4 boards, 4 dimes, 7 of 15 shooting, 2 of 4 from three-point range. But 2 of those 4 assists were in the biggest moments of the game. Fantastic job for OG. He could have gone up there and tried to make the big shot, but he found the even better shot. And we talked about it all the time, right? When guys play iso ball and they're looking for the big shot. And no, drive, get that good look, and knock it down. And on those 2 possessions where they knocked down the 3, Gary Trent Jr. and Fred VanVleet, they drove, got some attention, got the open shot, even though Gary Trent was a little bit contested, but he knocked it down anyways. So great job for the Raptors today. The MVP in today's game, the big cojones man himself, Fred VanVleet, 32 points, 6 boards, 7 dimes, 11 of 22 shooting, 4 of 4 from the line, 6 of 11 from three-point range. He was phenomenal. And we talked about it in the last game, guys, right? Consistently shooting the ball, and that one guy that is like, hey, I'm going to go do it for you today. And Fred VanVleet was that guy. Consistently, all game long. And that was the MVP in today's game, no doubt. But you know what? Who cannot be overlooked, and I have bashed this guy quite a few times on this page. Well, I wouldn't say bash, but, downplayed his play quite a bit. Chris Boucher was phenomenal today. 17 points, 6 boards, 7 of 12 shooting, 1 steal, 2 blocks in the game. And you know why? He didn't force anything. He was dunking the ball. He made 1 3, but he didn't get too trigger happy, And he was getting to the 10. He was getting to the lane, getting those greasy rebounds, doing his thing in the paint. And that's great stuff for Boucher. You love to see it, and he needed that for his confidence. Now, I have no stats written down for Svi Mykhailiuk because they do not matter. What he did tonight on the floor, unbelievable. Getting into the passing lanes, defensively just digging in. There was one play where he just I was Korkmaz, I think it was, right from the get-go. Glue, and then I'm going to strip that ball away from me. Down come the Raptors the other way. Insane stuff for Svi Mykhailiuk. Really good game for him. I think he only had 4 points in the game, but if you watch the basketball game, you know the impact he made. Phenomenal. Now, let's get to the team stats here real quick. The Raptors shot 44% from the field, and get this one, 42% from three-point range. We talked about it, man. When they can shoot the 3 at a consistent pace, holy smokes. Plus their defense, they'll be fine. And 100% from the free throw line doesn't hurt you at all. 17-17. The Philadelphia 76ers were 46% from the field, 32% from three-point range, and 95% from the free throw line. So, you know what? You played solid defense, especially down the stretch. You shot the three better, and you win the game. Now let's get to the team stats here real quick, the glaring stats that I have written down here. +8 on the glass, +7 on the offensive glass. Big problems there yesterday. Where are we here? Second chance points, +17. Huge for the Toronto Raptors. You were +7 on the offensive glass. You made it count. +17 there. Good job. In the fast break, when the defense got going, you get outrun. +17 in the fast break for the Toronto Raptors. Great, great game. Now, can they build momentum on this and get some more home victories? Because the next contest is at home, facing off against Cade Cunningham. All right. Jeremy Grant, I don't know why his first name, I want to say like Jamari Grant or some stuff like that. I don't know. Anyways, him, Dwayne Casey, and the Detroit Pistons come to Scotiabank Arena there on Saturday night. It's a 7:30 tip-off there. Raptors looking for back-to-back W's and to improve their home records, because I believe they only have like 1 or 2 wins on home court. It's not been great. The road record's been great, 5-1. You beat Indiana, Washington, Boston, Philly, missing one more. You guys can let me know who the heck it was, the team they beat on the road. I could have been wrong with my fingers as well. I got to go out all 5 there. But either way, they've been so dynamite on the road against some damn good teams. They got to start doing the job on home court, and that all starts on Saturday night against Detroit. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. You enjoyed the video and enjoyed the game this evening. Smack that like button to appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you get it already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on Fred VanVleet's celebration. Fantastic stuff. Twitter link down below. Follow up, send me a DM. Like great stuff, guys. The Instagram link is down below as well, so follow up there if you have not done so already. And I will talk to you guys Leafs edition tomorrow night, I believe. I believe they play tomorrow night. It's a Friday night. I think they play back-to-back. Calgary. Right, Calgary on home ice as I think it's the Veterans Night or the something like that. I think it is for the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Flames. The Buds are going to get win a couple games in a row. They had their losing streak of 1 game ended there yesterday. They look for 2 straight dubs there tomorrow against Calgary. As for the Raptors, they look for back-to-back W's on home court. Detroit Pistons in town. Cade Cunningham, Dwayne Casey, and Jeremy Grant head to Toronto, take on the Raptors there on Saturday night. 7:30 tip-off there. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll talk to you guys then.